Okay student, now we will learn the human brain. Central nervous system, that is the human brain, consists of the brain and the spinal cord. In animal, all life activities are under the control of the brain. Brain is a soft whitish or the slightly pinkish, large and slightly flattened structure present in the cranial cavity of the cranium. Weight is about 1200 to 1400 grams. Human brain is covered with three meninges or the membrane. Pia mater is inner meninges, arachnoid is a middle meninges, and dura mater is the outer meninges. The space between these membrane is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. Brain has grey matter inside and the white matter inside. Human brain has a three-part forebrain, midbrain and the hindbrain. Forebrain is anterior two-third part of the brain. It is main thinking part of the brain and it is three types. One is olfactory lobes, one pair, small size, club shape. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain and form the about 80% of the weight. It has one pair of cerebral hemisphere. Each has four lobes: frontal lobes, parietal lobes, temporal lobe and occipital lobe. Diencephalon is made up of thalamus and hypothalamus. Now students, we will see the function of the forebrain. The forebrain is the main thinking part of the brain. Okay? Now whatever we think, that means the forebrain is a very important part of the brain, and it has regions which receive the sensory impulse. You know that what is sensory impulse? We have learned in a reflex arc or the reflex action. Sensory impulse from various receptors. So in that we have seen the skin is the receptor. The various receptors हो सकते हैं. कौन-कौन से? Hearing is also the receptor, smelling is also the receptor, isn't it? Now the separate areas of the forebrains are specialized for hearing, smell, sight, touch or taste and so on. That means ये तो रहता ही है, hearing, smell और sight, और इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे forebrain में functions होते हैं. Now there are the separate areas of association where this sensory information is interpreted by putting together with information. यानी कि हमारे फोरब्रेन में ऐसे बहुत सारे सेपरेट एरियाज बने हुए हैं, ठीक है, और वहाँ उसका इंटरप्रिटेशन होता है और फिर वो उस प्रकार का वो रिस्पॉन्ड करता है फ्रॉम द अदर रिसेप्टर्स. रिसेप्टर्स इन द सेंस में हमने देखा था हियरिंग, स्मेल, साइट, एक होता है टच और एक हम बोलेंगे गस्टेटरी रिसेप्टर्स, दैट मीन्स द टेस्ट. Okay, these are also coming into this particular section, as well as the information that is already stored in the brain. That means that information is already stored. हमें पता कैसा चलता है कि हाँ ये इस प्रकार से गर्म है, ये ठंडा है या और कुछ वेदर का हमको कैसे पता चलता है? Because of the information that already stored in the brain, and based on all this a decision is made about how to respond and the information is passed to the motor areas. अब फिर से जाओ उधर रिफ्लेक्स आर्क की तरफ. रिफ्लेक्स आर्क कैसा हुआ था? रिसेप्टर्स कौन थे? स्किन इज द रिसेप्टर्स. सेंसरी से कहाँ गया? स्पाइनल कॉर्ड. स्पाइनल कॉर्ड से फिर कहाँ गया? ब्रेन. ब्रेन से फिर आ गया रिले न्यूरॉन. रिले न्यूरॉन से फिर आ गया motor neuron, isn't it? Then pass to the motor areas which control the movement of voluntary muscles. Voluntary means in the sense, what is the voluntary? Voluntary means which we have the control with us. हमारे में हमारे बस में, जैसे हम अगर चलना है तो हम चल सकते हैं, हमें बैठना है, खाना है, उठना है, ये सब, that is called the voluntary muscles. For example, our leg muscles. You see that the leg muscles, that means we have to run, we have to walk. So that movement is with us. हम वो हमारे कंट्रोल में है. That is the leg muscles. However, certain sensations are distinct from seeing or hearing. अब seeing और hearing से भी दूसरे हो सकते हैं क्योंकि ये हमारे बस में वॉलंटरी है. लेकिन फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हाउ डू वी नो दैट वी हैव ईटन इनफ? कैसे पता चलता है कि हमारा खाना बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया? बिकॉज ऑफ दैट सेंसेशन goes to the brain part that now the stomach is full and you have to not to eat more, and that is why we feel that sensation and the information goes to the forebrain. The sensation of feeling full of because of the center associated with the hunger, यानी कि पहले भूख लगी थी, वो भी एक मैसेज गया, और अब खाना पूरा भर चुका है पेट में, वो भी एक इंफॉर्मेशन गया, एंड विच इज इन अ सेपरेट पार्ट ऑफ द फोर ब्रेन. और ये एक पूरे सेपरेट पार्ट होता है फोर ब्रेन के अंदर में जो पूरी तरह से ये काम करता है. तो वैसे देखा जाए तो इट इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. फोर ब्रेन इज अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देयर आर सो मेनी सेक्शंस आर देयर एंड it has so many functions also there, isn't it? It is not as comparable to the another that is midbrain. Midbrain में उतना कुछ नहीं है ज़्यादा, hind brain में भी ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है, बहुत limited है, लेकिन forebrain is a very important part. Understand? Thank you. Now we'll study the labeling part or the label diagram of the human brain. Now we have seen that the different parts have specific functions. Can we find out the functions of each part? Chalo. Now this is the part of the brain, frontal lobe. Okay, this is the frontal lobe. That means at the forehead region is called the frontal lobe. Parietal lobe. That means at just side of the forebrain, that is called, and इसके periphery wall पे रहेगा तो parietal lobes. Now come to the occipital lobe. This is occipital lobe means optic lobe. ये भी एक midbrain का भाग आ जाता है. That is called the occipital lobe. Now come to the temporal lobe. Temporal lobe means just below the forebrain or the frontal lobe. Frontal lobe के और forehead के just नीचे में जो वाला भाग होता है, that is called the temporal lobe. This is called the brain stem. Okay, this is the brain stem. It is joined with the spinal cord. Now this is the cerebellum. Cerebellum is the hind brain part. So that we will see afterwards. Now come to the functions of the brain. We will just come to for the forebrain. Forebrain is divided into the cerebrum, hypothalamus, olfactory lobe. Cerebrum, hypothalamus and olfactory lobes. Now these all are just situated in the frontal lobes. Okay. Now we will see the function of the cerebrum. First हम देखेंगे cerebrum का function. It has a sensory areas, motor areas and areas of association. जहाँ भी कोई association वाला जो भाग होती है, that is connected with the cerebrum. Center of consciousness, यानी हमें जितना consciousness, awareness होता है, that is also connected with the cerebrum. Thought आते हैं, imagination, memory, एनालिटिकल थिंकिंग मीन्स सही है या गलत है या बुरा है अच्छा है, ये जो जानने की जो शक्ति हमें जाती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एनालिटिकल. एनालाइज करते हैं आप लोग, दैट इज एनालिटिकल थिंकिंग. अवेयरनेस ऑफ विजन, हियरिंग, स्मेल, टेस्ट, टच, हीट, एक्सेट्रा. These are comes under the cerebrum, and the main part that is control of voluntary action. Control of voluntary action. This is also comes under the cerebrum. Now come to the hypothalamus. Now hypothalamus maintains the homeostasis by regulating the body temperature. Homeostasis means homeo means the human. Okay, by regulating the body temperature, हमारे अंदर में body temperature maintain हो रहा है, water level etc etc. Center of thirst, जब हमें प्यास लगती है. Hunger is also situated in the forebrain, that is in the hypothalamus. And control the secretion of pituitary hormones. Pituitary hormones भी उसके अंदर होता है, hypothalamus ही secrete करता है उसको. Helps to maintain the normal constitution of the blood. यानी आपके अंदर में RBCs का constitution regulate होना चाहिए, ये hypothalamus maintain करता है. Now come to the olfactory lobes. Now we are talking about the forebrain. Okay, olfactory lobes they contain the endings of the olfactory nerves. Okay, endings of the olfactory means it is related to the smell. Okay, and the cranial nerves are also located in this and are connected with the sense of smell. Directly main function है उसका olfactory lobe का smell से, और smell से related जितने भी cranial nerves वगैरह जो है वो उससे संबंधित रहते हैं. Now come to the midbrain. Okay, now midbrain, actually what happened in midbrain is divided into two parts. Okay, what is this called? First is the optic lobes and peduncles. Okay, एक cerebral peduncles are there. Olfactory lobes, optic lobe is related with the eyes. Okay, all optic lobe is related with the eyes. And see, this is optical lobes are also there. It is called the midbrain. It acts as a coordinating center between the forebrain and hindbrain. And forebrain और hindbrain के बीच का जो पार्ट हम बोलते हैं वो कोऑर्डिनेट करता है दोनों को. That is called the midbrain. And main thing is that involuntary movements में इसका कंट्रोल है. Involuntary movements. Okay, जो हमारा जिस पे कंट्रोल नहीं है वो ब्रेन वो कंट्रोल करता है. Now come to the hindbrain. Hindbrain is, I will just rub this first. Hindbrain is divided into the three parts. What is this called? Cerebellum, pons and medulla oblongata. Cerebellum, pons and medulla oblongata. Now what is the function of cerebellum? Responsible for the precision and fine control of voluntary movements as well as maintain the posture and equilibrium of the body. एकदम इरेक्ट जो बॉडी हमारी है वो भी करता है, रेगुलेटेड कंट्रोल ऑफ वॉलंटरी मूवमेंट्स. ठीक है, ऑल दिस कम्स अंडर द सेरिबेलम. नाउ pons. Pons functions as the center through which impulse travel, जो भी impulse travel हो रहे to the from the cerebellum to the spinal cord, okay, to the brain, ये सब वाला जो पार्ट कौन करता है हाइंड ब्रेन में? pons. अब आ जाओ medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata contain vital centers for controlling blood pressure, respiration, swallowing, salivation, vomiting, sneezing and coughing. इतनी सारी बात पूरे अंदर में. Who control this? Medulla oblongata. That means this is seated in the hind brain. Understand? This is the whole function of the brain which we have discussed over here. And I think if you want the more, I will just try to explain in another board and then you can understand very nicely. Okay, thank you. Now student, we have learned in the previous topics about the coordination. That is, it is divided into, coordination in animals is divided into three parts: the animal nervous system, second is the coordination in plant, and the hormones in the animal. Then animal nervous system is divided into the four parts. First is the central nervous system, second is the peripheral nervous system, and third is the autonomous nervous system, and fourth is the nervous system, that is the nerve cord. We can see it is divided into the neuron, which is divided into the three parts, that is the dendrites, axon and the cell body. Now come to the central nervous system. Central nervous system is divided into again the two parts. What is this? First part is called the brain and second part is the spinal cord. Okay, spinal cord is divided into the two parts, that is reflex action and the reflex arc. Now again brain is divided into the three parts: forebrain, midbrain and the hindbrain. Now forebrain is divided into again three parts: olfactory lobes, cerebrum or the cerebral hemisphere and the diencephalon. Now midbrain is again divided into the two parts: cerebral peduncles and the corpora quadrigemina, or we can say that it is divided into two parts, that is the hypothalamus and the pituitary, that also we can say that. And hindbrain is divided into the again three parts: pons, cerebellum and the medulla oblongata. These all we have seen the functions very nicely. In the forebrain, the cerebrum is divided into the four parts. And what is this? The occipital lobe, the temporal lobe, the frontal lobe and the parietal lobe. Now here we complete the animal nervous system. In the next session we will take the coordination in the plant. Okay, thank you.